What's up, this is Squad 24 for today with a Farming Simulator 17 video. Today we'll be doing some fall camping here on the Woodmeadow farming map. We'll be using the GMC 3500 HD to tow the fifth wheel camper trailer. We'll use a Ford F250 with a 40-foot utility trailer to transport our Can-Am and the Polaris 4-seater over to the campgrounds. Today will be one epic camping video, which should be pretty cool, and it's a great way to end fall. So we'll be hopping in the GMC 3500 HD Duramax. This is a very strong truck, and it's a perfect one for hauling our toy hauler. So we'll kind of pull out here from our house. We'll make sure that we do not damage our Ford, and we'll be making our way over there. Now this is a brand new campgrounds area, which is pretty cool. There is a lot of mud mixed in with the dirt and everything like that, so it should be pretty interesting kind of going around racing with the Can-Am and the Polaris. So it looks like we are good kind of both ways, and I do apologize for the lag. It looks like this map does create some lag, but as you guys can see, this GMC looks pretty cool. I did convert this one from FS15, one of my favorite GMC trucks. I do like the front end of it, and as you guys can see, the tow mirrors are very helpful. They might need to be a little bit larger, maybe extend them out to their full capacity, because it looks like we are not really going to see the entire road, even though we do have the tow mirrors, because that's just how wide the toy hauler is. And I am definitely looking into getting a toy hauler where we could haul toys in the back, like off-road toys. That'll be very cool for us to do. So we'll actually have to kind of make sure that we take very wide turns, since it is a very long trailer, but we do have to be pretty careful that we don't go down the hill too fast and lose control. But having brakes on the trailer is pretty helpful, and wow, the front wheel did just come off the ground just a little because of how it's hitched up. So we'll be taking this right turn right over here, right at the bottom. So it does require a lot of braking power to prevent us from rolling over. But I'm very excited to be back here doing some camping videos. And if you do have any cool ideas, let me know down below in the comments. And now we are kind of going right by the trees and nursery. It's kind of right next to it, and it's actually pretty cool how it is. So we'll kind of turn over here. Now, like we're saying, there's a lot of mud because it did rain earlier on in the week, but take a look at the mud already. I mean, the mud's going all over our brand new GMC, and I think we'll kind of park here on the main trails, and then we'll kind of cruise around with the Can-Am and the Polaris. So this actually is a pretty good campground area right over here. We'll kind of park the GMC kind of up against the trees, giving us a lot of room to kind of camp around with. So that looks pretty good right about there. We'll disconnect the camper to take a lot of the weight off of the truck, and I think we'll just kind of park the truck right over here. So as you guys can see, we just got the camper and the truck kind of in position. We'll go back, get the other ones in pretty cool small area, and we'll kind of switch over here to the Ford F250 XLT extended cab. I mean, this is one very cool truck, one of my favorite interiors, everything like that. So we'll kind of back up here. I believe that we do have manual attaching in to kind of attach, and take a look at that. So we got it attached, and this is a very large trailer, 40 foot, and I was going to use the gooseneck enclosed trailers, but the Can-Am is very wide and it won't fit in there, so we have to use the open trailer, which is fine. So we'll be loading the larger one, the 4-seater. As you guys can see, pretty cool, and I really do like this one a lot. So we'll be loading this on. And I really do enjoy doing daily farming sim videos. These are a lot of fun, and I appreciate all of the support, and I do say it in almost every single video because you guys are awesome, and I appreciate all of the feedback and all of the daily commenters who really do give positive feedback to help improve all of the videos. And if you do have any games you guys would like me to feature here on the channel, let me know, and I'll gladly look into it. So as you guys can see, this just fits on, and the Ford is squatting just a little bit. It looks like having the Can-Am on the back does offset the squat just a little bit, which is good, but you do not want too much weight kind of in the back, because then we'll be kind of sliding all over the road with our back axles. So we'll be hopping on the inside view. You guys can see pretty cool Ford interior view, one of my favorite ones. So we'll be heading over there, and this one looks awesome. And as you guys can see, we do have a gas tank in the back of the truck just in case we need to refill, anything like that. Right, so we'll be checking both ways for traffic. You always do want to double check. Looks like we are fine that way, and this way we are not going to make it. So we'll just kind of double check one last time. It looks like we are good now, and I did get a few comments asking me to kind of put some stock wheels on it, because having stock wheels will definitely make it able for us to tow more, and the truck will be a little bit better off towing. So let me know down below in the comments, should we change out these wheels for some stock ones? I think that's a very cool idea. That's also a very realistic thing to do. But the truck is squatting a lot, and I actually really do like the side rails on the bed of the truck. That looks pretty cool. But overall, a very cool truck, and I do appreciate all of the modders for making epic mods just like this one. We're coming up here to the very steep hill, and this trailer does not have any brakes, so we will have to be very careful and slow ourselves down with the truck brakes, and we'll definitely have to get started right away because that's a lot of weight. Both toys are very, very heavy, and that's why it's pretty much squatting the truck. So we are riding the brakes, and yeah, take a look at that. We are sliding down. You just have to be pretty careful, and we always want to be safe, but you guys can see the squat in the truck isn't always helpful, especially when you are trying to turn. And you always really want the trailer to be level, and it looks like the trailer is not really, but we could always adjust the hitch on the trailer, which should pretty much fix that. So we kind of arrived here to the off-roads, and we'll kind of just continue these over there. But I'm very excited to kind of take both of these on the trails one last time before the winter season hits, and maybe during the winter we might take these through the snow, not exactly sure, or we might even put some tracks on them, switch them out for the wheels, and that might give us even more traction. But we'll definitely kind of look into that, because having deep snow going through them with these might be a little bit of a challenge, but we'll also be using snowmobiles. But take a look at the Ford, guys. The Ford is getting very dirty very fast. I mean, that's pretty cool. But take a look at that, guys. We arrived here, and I think we'll kind of be parking this right up over here as close as we can, and we definitely have to wash this Ford once we get back over to the house. But this will be pretty cool, being able to kind of race through the mud, cruise around. So we kind of set up the camp. As you guys can see, we got the camper all set up with the toy hauler. We even have the steps, as you guys can see, to kind of help us get in, because it's a pretty large gap. So next up, we'll be hopping in the Can-Am, and we'll kind of just start riding on these trails. I really do enjoy riding, using these toys, and having fun on the weekends. But today we are actually doing like a weekday camping, since we did get a few days off from work. From doing our daily, I like to do a lot of different daily farming sim videos. But as you guys can see, we are mudding, and these trails are very muddy. Like we were saying, we did get a pretty large rainstorm, and kind of coming out after one of those isn't always the best. But I mean, we are still making do with it. I mean, the mud is all over the place, and take a look at that. So we are pretty much riding muddy trails, very challenging. Looks like it's pretty much slowing us down to very slow speeds for us. And this is one very nice Can-Am. It looks pretty cool, and it is also a pretty large one. And I mean, I really just like high quality mods just like this one. So we'll have to kind of continue. Looks like we did get some dirt without no mud, which is pretty cool. We'll be able to kind of pretty much cruise around, and since there is no trains running right now, we'll pretty much cross it and come to the other side, and there isn't really any mud over here, so we'll be just kind of able to kind of cruise through. It's very hard to kind of go off-roading with a lot of trees. Do not want to hit them, and we hit another muddy patch. Wow, it really does just slow us down in general, and I will have to look into adding mud to the mowing map. I think that would be a pretty cool feature to add, but we'll definitely kind of make our way back over to the campsites, and we'll definitely go get the other one, and we'll kind of go off-roading with that. But this definitely slows us down a lot, and spinning out of control there for a minute, not the best. We do not really want to break this or even kind of crash it, so we have to cross back, and like we're saying, you do not really want to cross over train tracks. The train is currently not running, and they usually only run when the logging operation calls them up, and that's closed for the week. So we'll kind of just cruise around, head back over there in the mud, slowing us down once again. And let me know down below in the comments, would you guys like me to do another mudding video? You guys really are enjoying all of the videos, and I do enjoy your feedback. So take a look at that. It looks like there is just a little collision problem with that, but we got that here. Next up, we'll be hopping in the Polaris 4-seater RZR, and I mean, this is one epic one also. So we'll kind of go around and we'll see how this does, and it is a little challenging to kind of go through, but this one is doing even better, even though we do have kind of street tires on this. As you guys can see, we are cruising around very fast. We'll jump over the train tracks, take a look at that, and that is definitely not realistic. I do try to have a few fun sections into the videos, just like that one. You guys can see we pretty much cannot even see where the wheels are or what we are exactly doing, just because of how much mud is all over the place. So we are having a lot of trouble. Let's kind of go over here. Looks like the mud pretty much ends, and then we'll be able to ride some more trails and go in between more trees. And we just collided with one. This is a pretty old Polaris Force. We've been using this all the way back since FS15, so we got some air there, a little scary, but we'll kind of head back and we'll be calling it a day. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's camping video. It was pretty cool doing our last fall camping video. I do like to do a few fall ones, as you guys can see, and when I did add in the seasons mod to the map, the tree branches and the leaves did not really change, and that's why it's not really showing up as fall. But I do appreciate all the support on the daily content. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more.